When they play on someone's fears, they may play on their emotional fears, they may play on their anxieties, they also may play on their mental fears. Most commercials, you wouldn't think that they will play on anybody's fears, or you don't think of them as a way of getting into people's heads. But if you look at most commercials, if you look at most things on TV that are visual, in some way, shape, or form, they do get to you. Because you look at movies, you look at pictures, all of those are visual concepts that work on your fears. They can work on your fears, they can work on your anxieties, they can work on your hopes, they can work on your dreams. This attack ad from 1964 worked on people's fears in a way that now you wouldn't use in any presidential election. So it actually, it actually is one of the commercials that many people, they only saw it one time.
On November 3rd. The stakes are too high for you to stay home.
Okay, before we went to lunch, you guys, in your groups, you each wrote various things and various fears that were found in the open window and the Daisy Attack ad. From group table 1, someone read for me what you got or what you wrote down as your fears.
We wrote down the countdown. Was one of our fears in the video when it was going into the little girl's eye.
What else?
The bomb explosion when the little girl was counting up and Johnson's voice over the explosion.
And what about the open window?
The open window, we said the niece told the man things that were untrue, so she was playing with his mind. And the aunt, his fear was meeting new people, so the aunt made him go pass out notes to people to introduce himself. And also the thought of him seeing a ghost play with his mental fear.
Does anyone have anything different? Or Kristen, go ahead.
So we have, like, for the Daisy Attack ad, we have basically the same thing, but we were talking about how, like, the things that President Johnson said about how we must love each other or die, or the world will go dark. And for the open window, we put, like, the setting, like the forest, and we basically had the same thing about how the niece told him a story about the window, and when her husband and brothers returned, how that made him very anxious and he was scared.
Now with the love and the die, what do most people say when they say love? What's the opposite of love? Hate. But die makes them what? Fear death. It makes them fear death. So playing on people's emotions with the fear of death, many people do think that, or many people will fall for that. That is their anxiety, especially during this time when they had the Cold War. At that time, 1964, we had the Cold War, you had civil rights going on, you had segregation still going on. So they were getting ready to go to Vietnam. So you had a lot of things happening at this time. So playing on people's fears was exactly doing that by using the child. Did anyone put the innocence? Go ahead, Aronza.
We mentioned the cliche of the little innocent girl and how like represented like all the people's children and how like they would fear their children would die if they didn't vote for him.
Right, Sion, you had something else?
I was referring to this other one.
Okay, read me what you wrote.
He said for the open window, he said that the little girl's innocence had like the little girl's innocence to trick the old man with his anxiety. They used the innocence against him since she was so young.
Okay. Say the open window again, I'm sorry.
I said they had used the young girl's innocence to trick the man with his anxiety because she was so young and usually he was scared of people.
Okay, true. However, the young girl, she did what? She was a teenager. So what do most teenagers do?
Why?
They lie. They lie. Just be honest with yourself. Most teenagers lie. So she figured, she lives in a sanitarium basically. She lives in the country. So if you got somebody coming to your house, what you gonna do? You already know they're afraid. What you gonna do to them? You gonna play with them. You gonna prank them. Yes, Kristen.
I was just gonna say how her aunt was like, she was telling her to keep him entertained or to make sure he's comfortable. So basically, she did that in her personal way. Like that was the way she thought, oh, I can entertain him this way and just point out his fears. It'll entertain me more than it will him, but you know.
So that was the humor that is in the story, but it also played on his fears because the aunt didn't know she was gonna do that. The aunt knew he was fear of meeting people. So if you have a fear of meeting people, you're gonna send someone to go meet him. What sense does that make? And who only finds the joy out of it? The other person. Good job, guys. Good job. So if you look on your desk, you each have an envelope. You each have an envelope that is numbered. Each station has a different number. On the back you can see where it tells you what the activity is within the envelope. Okay. For each envelope, you will have 10 minutes to complete whatever is inside the envelope. And then, when I call time, you will change. The whole group will get up and move. Not the envelope stays, but the whole group will get up and move, and everyone will work on the various stations. Hopefully, we can get each one of these stations completed today. Okay, it shouldn't take long. Like this one is identify the part of speech. Once you complete this, I'll give you the answers for it. The first one is irony and humor. Each of these numbers, each of these envelopes correlates with what goes on in the open window to some section of it. Number 3 and number 5, constructive response and argument analysis. These are the 2 that I will be picking up for your assessments. Other than that, everyone else, you still need to make sure that they are on your paper, putting in your notebook. Okay? Any questions? No. Thank you. Yes, Sia.
Which way we moving? Which way are we going to change to?
Whichever, if you follow the order of numbers. So you are number 8, you go to number 1. Yes, Anaya.
Can we write it on the same sheet of paper, or you want different sheets for each?
You can write it on the same sheet of paper. Thank you.